So good afternoon, everyone. Want you to welcome back to our Advanced Professional Selling class, students. I'd like to remind you of our that we are co-teaching today, and I'd like to introduce you to our colleagues who are here with me today. So we have Tim, we have James, and we also have Richard, and of course my name is Micheline, so welcome back. Last week we talked about how important it was to uncover the needs of our buyer, right? How critical that was during the sales call. Because as we all know, to provide the best solution, we must understand their underlying needs. And so today, what we want to do is we want to continue that conversation, but to take it a step deeper, right? Because we know how important it is to adapt to our buyer. So today, what we're going to do, class, is I see that you're pretty much sitting in pairs, and that's great, because today what we're going to do is we're going to focus on a role play, which will allow you to do just that. Okay, we know that we learn a lot, experiential learning, we learn by doing. And so that's what we're going to do today. And so we already have here two people together. Are you two going to be together? Good. You two, perfect. Okay? So what we will do is in just a few moments, we will have James here and Tim who are going to take the buyers out of the room. So I think I remember James asking at the beginning of the class who is going to be the buyer of the teams. You all know who that is? Everyone is all set? Perfect, okay? So those of you buyers, if you would please stand up and follow James and Tim outside of the room. We'd appreciate that.
Yes, I will bring you coffee.
See, we love great buyers. That's wonderful.
Or tea for you.
Or tea, all right? And so what Richard is doing now, we'll wait till the buyers are completely out of the room. And so as you see, James and Tim were just out there. But we have Richard, who is going to play the role of your sales manager, salespeople, okay? And so what I'm going to do at this point, take a few minutes to read the seller scenario, and then I will have our sales manager here take it from there.
Brilliant.
All yours.
Just spend a few minutes reading through that scenario, get your heads around what's involved with this particular scenario, because you've got a target to hit. You've got to be playing this role, and it's a question of going for the key brief, the key objectives that you're trying to achieve in this particular sales play role. So I'll give you another minute or so to digest that. Happy to take questions, but I'm going to give you another briefing on top of that once you had a chance to read through it. So hi, my name's John Rahn, and I'm your sales manager. And I'm under a lot of pressure from my chief exec to achieve this quarterly budget. But I've been really lucky that I've been able to negotiate some good incentives for you guys to actually achieve this result. So it's a national sales incentive. It's really key that we sell the airport module. The airport module is key to our success in this quarter moving forward. With this, it actually supports you by having dynamic scheduling, a big factor when it comes to a particular customer. It also has the great advantage of being stored in a day. So it can be plugged straight into a customer, solves their solution, solves their pain. It reduces the handling of cargo by 40%. A fantastic number in terms of what's happening in the marketplace. It also, in terms of a demo, so you have the ability, we've actually put in parachuting some more support staff. So if you secure a demo call within your meeting, you can actually get those in straight away, and they'll do a really good job for you. So you don't have to worry about doing the demo. So demos are a really good idea to be effective in terms of your time. And don't forget, there's a 12 months tech support comes with a particular software. But on top of that, I'm offering you double commissions this quarter. If you sell the airport module, I'm going to offer you double commissions. So the opportunity now to go and take your loved ones on a nice foreign holiday is in your grasp over this next quarter. So this is where our guys want you to go. But in addition to that, the top salesperson, so it's the highest quarterly sales in revenue, will actually go to the chief exec's country home for high tea. Yeah, so it's a pretty big prize, this, in terms of the high tea for the chief exec's home. I live next door to him, and I can value the tea is really good. But in addition to that, in terms of the key points, is the airport software is the key to the success of our company. Profits are being hit, and we need to make sure that the airport software is key and fundamental to the next quarter. So don't forget, it's a 2K minimum order over the next per month. So you need to get 6K in the quarter. So let's focus, people. Let's focus on making those sales within that. Any questions from my sales guys and girls?
Is there any introductory pricing?
It's all up for negotiation. I'm just looking for the sales revenue number. I need you to get a deal today. I need you to get that quarterly, and I want you to be the winning in terms of this quarterly incentive. You did really well. I know your husband's been on the phone to me and say, hey, I like that trip to Hawaii, so I need to come back again. Yeah?
2K is the minimum, correct?
2K is your minimum order. So if you get 2K, you're home dry, but you've got to get 6K over the big quarter. Yeah? So 2K is your over the red line.
I don't understand what this per order means.
Per order. So if you sell a software a device, the airport device, you'll get $2,000 for that order. So that's one order.
So is it per
So what is
computer?
It's per software license that you're selling to a customer. Yeah, yeah.
So it depends on how many.
And the license,
Software licenses you sell.
Okay.
Yeah.
and the license can be used on multiple machines within the business.
It's one license per business. So yes, yeah. So it can be spread out to the business. Yeah.
So what's our maximum price?
Sky's the limit, as the airplane shows. Sky's the limit.
Confused about one license per business.
Okay.
We're selling to one business.
You're selling to one business, and the buyers are being briefed right now. So you're selling to that business, and we're going to make sure you're going to try and get this minimum order of $2,000.
So if
That's a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if
And
the business has 23 terminals on which they will apply, they get 23 license. They can apply that license over 23 terminals.
they can. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
But you've got other options in your brief, haven't you? Yeah.
You mean the oceanic freight?
Well, in terms of you want your $2,000 order, but the airport is really important to us.
okay.
Because the airport, in terms of moving that forward into the marketplace, that's where we believe that you're going to get the most success rate from. We believe that's where the most amount of pain your customer is going to be having. So, but more importantly, if you go back to the commission, what's important to us? What's important to us is you're going to get double commission. Yeah?
What is F915 hardware?
That's actually is the serial number of the airport software. So the F915 is actually integrates in terms of the current system that's within quite common in all the airports up and down the country. So it's easy. It's a plug and play module, plug and play system. That means it can actually be uploaded and delivered and up and running. Get it at 9 o'clock in the morning. By 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're up and running. You're saving those pain points.
You're all set. We need to get.
Oh, we all good. We need to get going. So, yeah.
Excellent.
5 minutes. When there's 1 minute left, we'll let you know. We'll knock.
Yeah. And we'll be walking the room, just observing as well with you.
Yes. Okay. On your mark. Get set. Go.
Good morning.
Let's go team by team. What up top? How did it go? Where'd you end?
I've got an amazing seller over here. Just want everybody to know. I actually scheduled a demo of the airport and the Oceanic.
Oh, okay. Two demos. Wow. Okay. Okay, how about over here?
I had a good seller as well. He flushed out the airport opportunity quite well from multiple angles, and he got polite of there's nothing to see here as I could possibly muster. And once he got there and I think reconciled that maybe his commission was, big commission maybe in jeopardy, he understand that he couldn't get the steak, so he got the sandwich. We were down the oceanic path there. So he had, when the knock came, it was time to at least make some type of ROI on this call, and he did it quite well.
So what'd you end up deciding on?
Well, it was.
Did you schedule a demo or not? Yes or
We didn't schedule the demo. No, there was no discussion.
Okay, you're almost there. How about you?
So my salesperson was very effective as well. So determined that Oceanic was really where our needs were, but also said, hey, since everybody's going to be here, why don't we also just demo the airport 1, 2 to see if it's a good fit. So we got a 2-for-1 as well.
But I sold the ocean for a year.
Yeah.
And
Hand it down.
Do you want it from the buyer's perspective?
Well, no, just, it's for your conversation. Was there anything closed, an airport demo, or?
We did agree on an airport demo at a later date. I'm sorry,
okay.
I mean to cut that short. It wasn't a no demo, it was an airport demo later.
I told my rep that I needed to see her more often, that I missed her. But we loved their product. And she volunteered to come the very next day to do the demo. And I said, maybe that's too soon. That's what I say to my kids when they visit.
I heard I could stay
Or my
tomorrow.
students when I ask them to come back.
That's funny.
Let's see, I revealed that there was a new piece of business forthcoming that I couldn't discuss because it was confidential, but that it might involve transoceanic, and she did a great job of convincing me that time is of the essence. I revealed that I really liked the relationship and the compatibility of the future product with the existing product. But I was concerned about how installing the demo and then not liking it and what it was going to do and investing all of this time to learn this new thing.
Was there a demo scheduled? In which
Now
one?
you know the challenge.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for your feedback. Is there a demo scheduled? Yes or no?
I'm coming tomorrow with the demo. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not.
Okay. Is that the airport demo?
Airport.
Put it on the airport.
So for the sake of time, we want to move on.
It was a definite maybe.
A definite.
How about you guys?
Ours is a definite maybe between 1 and 2, or 1 and 1 and 2.
The airport
between
demo?
no demo and demo. Sort of like.
This guy went to the point right away, and I don't know, he knew this thing before.
Probably.
He's that old dog that has all the tricks in his bag.
Okay, so did you sell it?
He made and doubled the commission,
Was I so
sale, the Oceanic, but no airport demo.
No, but the space freight module.
And the space free, the space free module.
The space freight module. I got that
At the end,
so I double the commission.
Okay.
So
he was very adaptable.
as you can see, the point of this is to not give the same old, hi, we're meeting for the first time. This is a little bit established, and hopefully some of the responses are a little more realistic. People don't often just get angry with you and, I have customer service problems, and what are you going to do about it? It's more, oh, well, airport, yeah, I guess that's interesting. It's to give them the false positive route and see if you take it. Because there's no way this company's buying the airport module. It's less than 5% of the business, hasn't changed in years, and it's just not important enough. But this Oceanic, $10 million contract, they're seeing that as the future, and they're having big problems, both for them personally and for the company. And did anybody get to that? It's costing $10,000 a day? Is that delay? Yeah, two of you, right? So the point of this exercise is you can't just ask one question and expect them to spill their guts, even though students tend to do that. You've got to layer it, you've got to keep going down, because this COO didn't even realize that you could help with that. Didn't even realize didn't remember that you had an Oceanic module, right? So it's your job to uncover that, even if, and we did set you up because we were so focused on selling that new airport module. You double commissions, there's a spiff,
Right, and that's really the key, right? So oftentimes students, when we do role plays, we don't think about that extra added pressure, that stress of that double commission. Right? So thank you very much, everyone. What we want to do now is we want you students to please reflect on what you learned today and come back next class and talk to us about how can you adapt, right, to whether it be your everyday life or in future scenarios. How do you take these skills and continue to build on them? And so we'll talk about that next class. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day.